My 35 meters wife 32F of 15 years said I need to loosen up about opening our marriage. So this weekend has been an absolute disaster. And I have insane anxiety from this now. My wife and I have been together for 15 years. We were separated about 2 years ago for 8 months. Because she was talking to a guy who was supposed to be an open marriage counselor. I told her no, I don't want that life. We split up. And then got back together, and I was more in love with her than ever before. We had a wedding and renewed our vows with our families there. Because they weren't there the first time. Now I'm so hurt right now thinking, why would she remarry me? And make me love her again? Only to tell me I need to loosen up. And once I'm secure in our marriage, maybe we can open it up. Her best friend has an open marriage, and it makes me wonder if she is just telling her to keep pushing me for it. I don't know, I literally just want to go back in time 48 hours when I thought my wife loved me like she said she did. I don't know what to do. TLDR. My wife wants to open our marriage. And now I question her love. You know what to do. You just don't want to do it? She is going to peep other people. And she will run all over your feelings and try to make you feel guilty for not wanting that. She wants an open relationship and will keep pushing until you either cave and give in, or until she gets tired of pushing. At which point she will just cheat. Either way, your marriage is effectively doomed and you are just wasting time by staying. Or she already is peeping other people and wants to make herself feel better about it. I find that likely. Open marriage counselor. Peeping lol. Which translates to someone in an open marriage that's trying to talk op's wife into banging him. Which translates to someone in an open marriage that op's wife banged before they separated. While they were separated. And is still probably banging today. Went ahead and fixed that for you. There's no way that she isn't already banging this dude. She just wants op to find someone too, because she knows it's wrong unless they're actually open. I can't help but think she is currently cheating and wants to open it up to make it easier for her. It sounds like your break before was so she could go peep that other guy. And once he was done with her, she came back to you. You're her plan B. Her safety net. Your wife wants your permission to cheat. We split up. And then got back together. It was a mistake to get back together. She ran away with her sex therapist. And the very next line, and then we got married. No joke. This is the first time I was looking to see if pages were stuck together on Reddit. Op, you already explained to your wife that's not what you want in your relationship on multiple occasions. She's selfishly trying to have both and supported by a friend who has that open marriage lifestyle that works for them and wants something you clearly don't agree to. Honestly, if this is what she really wants, then tell her you wish for a divorce, because it seems the marriage isn't enough for her if she's seeking other men. I couldn't trust my so at this point, because they could sneak around to have the open marriage they want, but should try marriage counseling together to get an idea why she wants to meet other men or if something else is bothering her. Could try changing things up in the bedroom that she may wish to try. This is a huge deal breaker. Get a divorce before she cheats on you. And she's pushing you to break an important boundary. Sleeping with other people doesn't mean you're secure in your marriage. It just means you want to sleep with other people. Exactly. Let's call a spade a spade. Emo, you have two options here. Embrace the open relationship or separation. This is not something that can be forgiven or forgotten, really. If you continue to be together, this will never go away. I'm sorry this is happening to you. Speep like this makes a person question their self-worth and speep. Get ahead of the same and start your next chapter in life. You need to tell your wife that being open isn't something you are interested in, and if she is, it's time to separate and divorce. Do it now while you are still young and can move on. Let's be honest, when she was separated, she was having fun with dudes. I'm really sorry. Yeah. Just get a divorce. She wants to peep other people and come home to you. I don't think I could cope with an open marriage, TBH, and it's okay to feel like that. My money is on this. She banged someone when you were separated. I bet she wants to coerce you into an open marriage as retroactive absolution for cheating then. Even if she didn't cheat then. She wants to coerce you into letting her peep other men now. Coercions is not consent. She tricked you. She doesn't love you. Divorce her now before she rips your heart out while you wait for her to get home from peeping other men. Your wife has made her decision and told you clearly that you alone are not enough for her. As hard as that is, you need to accept that and make a decision from there. You either allow her to have fun with other men or ask her to separate again because you know that it would kill you from the inside to know that when your wife leaves the house, that she will have sex with other men. She told you what she wants. You either agree or leave. The old marriage you had no longer seems to be an option. Open marriages can work, but absolutely not for all people. According to Jessica Orley, about 3% of couples watch the new rules of marriage. Monogamish on YouTube. I think it's really interesting to think about monogamy and marriage. Regardless, figure out what you want and exactly what you're not okay with. Communicate it clearly. It's up to her to take it or leave it. And then up to you on how you deal with that. I personally wouldn't be open to an open marriage, but I like the thought of monogamish as in talking about and imagining flirting with other people only with my partner and with full consent. We both gotta be on the same page. Good luck. The only sensible comment in here. You should have never taken her back. She's essentially giving you an ultimatum. You open our marriage and I date other people, or you don't and I date other people behind your back. If you will never ever be comfortable opening your marriage, then leave her again, and this time leave her left. If you don't want and she pushes for it, it's time to end it. You'll resent her. And if she doesn't because of you, she'll resent you for it. It's a lose-lose. I'm sorry, but this is most likely over. Get a divorce. There is nothing wrong with being uninterested in an open marriage, and her manipulative BS is disgusting. I am fully secure in my marriage and would never go for it, so her logic is totally flawed, to reassure you on that point. She wants the best of both worlds. She wants you as the stable provider whilst she can still run around risk-free and get her back blown out by some Chad. Peep that. Break up with her and keep a record of everything for the divorce proceedings so as you can keep as much of your assets as you can. Move on and find someone who loves you like you deserve. Or, if you got game, play the game and get your rocks off, man. No point in having your heart broken by low-quality women like your soon-to-be ex-wife. I know it sounds really harsh, but you'll thank yourself in the future. Honestly, you should have broken up the first time. Why? 'Cause you can bet she was running around town 'cause you guys were on a break. Watch what happens when she sees how well you're doing without her. She'll want you back. Don't do it though, 'cause she'll be pushing 40 or 50 and realize how quickly her options will be drying up. My heart break for you, my dude. Because I am very much like you. But sadly the world I grew up in is no more. I'm 32 and finding a decent woman is becoming harder and harder. All the best, op. These arrangements never work out. Is a sign of an imbalance of power in the relationship. And is usually pushed by one partner with the most odds of sexual success. Either divorce and walk away from her infidelity and future plans to legitimize her cheating. Or find legal prostitution / your country's equivalent and bring 3 of them home for the night, then see how fast she closes it down. Get a STD test before and after should you choose to go with the nuclear option. They're always already doing it when they ask. Divorce her. She is not wife material. You're stuck in a toxic marriage. Apparently neither of you wants to start over and would rather be miserable together than try and be happy with other people. There's no advantage to an open marriage. For you. At this point. You have your responsibilities as a husband. Still have to divide your resources. And will have to compete and share your wife with every man looking for a fuck. For what? So that maybe you'll meet a decent woman your wife will give you grief about anyway? Nah. Just keep it simple. Rent a storage unit. See a lawyer. Divide up your assets. And quietly move on. It's different for your wife being single in her 30s hooking up with men, with no guy wanting to marry you and living alone, than being a married woman with an endless number of lovers. Also, don't be afraid to tell people why you are divorcing. Peep. Apart from that spelling error, this is sound advice. She doesn't want to be single. She wants to have her cake and eat it too. She wants to bang other dudes while having the security of you at home to look after her and pick up the pieces when it all goes to speep. If you're not into it face value, you'll never be into it when some dude is busting balls deep in your wife's ass. Your wife is already cheating on you. Sorry dude. It doesn't work. It should have been open since the beginning. Man. I don't think you're playing your cards right being with her. You sure she isn't cheating on you already and just want things to become easier on her side? Why you got back together after almost a year? She clearly hasn't given up on her ideas. Get a divorce now. She probably already cheated on you. Sorry man. Just leave. Man. She knows your feelings on the subject. She just doesn't respect them. She has someone specific in mind. I guarantee it. Just like the last time. During your split? She got with the guy she wanted. Had her fun. And then went back to you. I imagine you're a nice guy that offers security. Think about everything you went through the first time and what it took to get your relationship back. Only for her to pull this speep again. A sensible person would read this story and think. Is she peeping stupid? Why does she think he's going to agree this time? But people like her just want what they want and peep everyone else. And this sub will show you that sometimes they do manage to force their unwilling partner into an open marriage. And it's because their partner has been broken down by their selfish speep and is a shell of who they once were. And saving the relationship has long become a priority over their own needs. People like your wife will break your soul. My 35 meters wife 32F of 15 years. So you met her when you were 20 and she was 17? I can see why your wife wanted to try new things. Are you her first love? Just 'cause she never experienced with men before you and you may already met some girls and had a lot experience than her. Separated and now remarried? Your wife is experimenting her own love life. I mean technically they've been married for 15 years. She was 17 when they got married. Which is weirdest. Unless he's just calling the entire time they've been together married. Which is also weird. It's not that weird. My grandparents got married at the same age. Met when they were in primary school. Should T have taken her back? Throw her back to where she belongs. There is 0 times that a partner telling the other to loosen up about their own boundaries is ever an acceptable reply to your partner. You need to loosen up so much that you behave as if you're no longer married to her at all. And also make that into a legal reality. You are not a consolation prize, brother. And you are deserving of love and respect. You've got to love yourself here and let her know that this is a boundary for you. If she keeps pressing you, it's highly indicative that she intends to cheat on you and also that she doesn't respect you. I highly recommend getting a private investigator to follow her and speaking to a divorce attorney as soon as you can do so. She is cheating again on you, dude. Divorce and never, I mean never look back. She is already peeping other people. Sometimes I feel glad I was born in Asia. No concept of open marriage once you marry, it's till end of life. How can someone switch partners like cloths and stay in marriage? Seems it nothing but artificial emotions and artificial life. And in your case, just find another girl and let her have all the space in this world. Don't worry, there are plenty of women who would like to be with just one man. Open relationships and any variation of ethical non-monogamy take work, communication, trust, and the desire to do it from both partners. If one of them keeps pushing while the other can't do it, it will never work. In these situations, one partner is more often than not just trying to see other people while also having their relationship as a safety net in case it doesn't work out. Cheating with authorization, if you will. If it's not what you want, she shouldn't force you or tell you to loosen up, because non-monogamy isn't for everyone. You two have incompatible desires and I'm sorry, But it's time to let that relationship go. It's better to be alone than be in an unhappy relationship. Crying yourself to sleep every night because your partner is hurting you by being with other people. Love? There is not love from her to you. If it was, you won't have this problem. Now you have to face this reality. Open up marriage so your wife can dress up to go and peep other men on the weekends. Sorry but true. Or you divorce her cheating ass out of your life and you get to keep your dignity as a man. And open to the possibility of meeting a real lifelong partner instead. Call her bluff and say you will compromise with wife swapping with other couples. Then at least you can get your rocks off at the same time as her. Then you know where and whom she is with. She may change her mind and not like you getting a slice of the pie. Walk away. Open marriages are great for vapid people who value orgasms over any meaningful relationship. A shared spoon among a group of people has no connection with nourishment. It's just gross. You can do better. And her behavior will make walking away feel like cutting an anchor loose. Get a blood test to make sure you have not been exposed to something dire. Good luck! She belongs to the streets, bro. Walk away and find a younger, better looking woman. Info. Have you guys been married for 15 years or have you been together as a couple for 15 years? Sorry but hopefully you can get a post-nip and leave her. Let's get on things straight. The likelihood she hasn't cheated on you is low. Sorry mate, get a lawyer and STD test and if you have a kid DNA test, but she's not the one mate. Nice. You got played. She locked you up. Now you either go for annulment or let her peep other people till you divorce and give her half your money. She made it clear that she isn't into monogamous relationships. Why would you get back with her? It is a fundamental incompatibility. She came from the streets. And to the streets she shall return. Because no matter how many rings she has on, the streets is where she belong. Gospel of Future 1. 12. Get a lawyer. File for divorce. Cry. Go to the gym. Get started on a passion project. Don't look back. I'ma keep it a stack with you though. The only reason she has the audacity to suggest an open relationship is because she's already cheating. Sorry man. I know that hurts. But ain't no such thing as a woman who's marriage material in the digital age. Dude. You played yourself. I can't even feel sorry for you. Time to walk away man. Seriously. If your wife cannot accept that you want to live monogamous, then you are incompatible. Neither of you is going to be happy with a lifestyle he can't accept. Hope you signed that prenup, bud. That marriage is dead. Divorce. You were out. Should have stayed out. Lawyer up. This isn't going to change. Divorce her and find a wife. Find yo spine. Dog. There are so many stories here like this. She's either already cheating or is planning to. Your marriage is already over. You just need to start planning for your own life and your assets. You're young and can find someone that treats you with respect and won't play games. Time to get your ducks in a row and get a lawyer. I am sorry you are going through all this. You need someone who will help guide you through this mess. Please see a marriage counselor even if your wife won't attend. Several of my family/friends have and they all agree. It helps a lot. Your wife is basically saying she wants to see other people. Maybe she feels she can fill her void with other people and sex. These types of personalities don't understand how much their actions hurt those around them. She needs a reality check. I recommend you see a marriage counselor right away and separate yourself emotionally and physically. This way you can see your relationship from an outsider's perspective and protect yourself from her abuse. Take it one day at a time. Heck, 1 hour at a time. This will hurt, but it will get better. Y'all should divorce. You can live free with a brilliant future or live in the darkness spot of your life and be miserable. You are an adult to know how to take the brilliant future. She isn't trying to see it from your point of view. Tell her something like this. You believe that our marriage should become open hurt me more than I thought it would. I felt devalued. unappreciated, unsexy, and disposable. To me, the idea felt like the beginning of the end of our relationship. I feel like I'm unwanted in my own relationship. If she doesn't get it after that, she just wants to be able to cheat and is trying to legitimize it. It's up to you what to do after that. You seem very nice, but very naive. This sounds very much like you both want very different things. I'm not sure there's any compromise here either. Maybe talk to her and see if there is some common ground to come to an agreement. I don't see how, but you could try. Outside of that, if you're just never going to be okay with having sex with other people, just tell her. Ask her if she's going to be able to stick to the marriage you both agreed to or not. This is obviously a very hard and upsetting conversation, but it's probably